Most HVAC contractors think electrification is coming for the business. What if I told you it's already here, and the guys making money from it aren't doing what you think? Look, I've been in this industry for almost 30 years. I started carrying tools at 16, and I've watched 3 major technology shifts hit our trade. But nothing compares to what's happening right now with electrification. And here's the thing that nobody's telling you. This isn't just about heat pumps. This is about whether your business survives the next 5 years. In the next 8 minutes, I'm going to show you exactly what's happening in the market and why most contractors are positioning themselves wrong, and the 3 moves you need to make before the competition figures this out. So, let's start with this reality check. When we talk about electrification, most contractors immediately think we're talking about some environmental agenda or government mandate. It's not what this is. This is market economics. Right now, across the country, homeowners are spending anywhere from $300 to over $1,000 a month on heating oil, propane, even natural gas for heat. Those same homeowners could cut their bill by, 50 to 70% with a heat pump system in some cases. See, the math isn't political. It's just math. Here's what I'm seeing in New England. And I guarantee this is coming to your market if it's not there already. Utility companies are literally paying contractors to install heat pumps. We're talking $5,000, $8,000, sometimes $12,000 in rebates and incentives per installation. MassSave in Massachusetts alone has a budget of over $300 million for residential electrification. That money is getting spent whether you're the one installing these systems or not. But here's where it gets interesting. I've met hundreds of contractors over the last couple of years through my training programs, and you know what I keep hearing? Chris, I don't do heat pumps. I'm a combustion guy. Or heat pumps don't work in cold climates. Or my personal favorite, I'll wait until the technology gets better. Meanwhile, there are contractors in your market right now who are doing 3, 4, 5 heat pump installs a week or more. And they're not smarter than you. They just recognized what was happening before you did. Let me tell you about a contractor I worked with a while back. He had 23 years in business, great reputation, and he specialized in oil to gas conversions. He called me because his phone stopped ringing. Not slowed down, stopped. You know what happened? 3 new companies opened up in his territory in 18 months. All of them heat pump specialists. All backed by private equity money, running aggressive marketing campaigns and undercutting his prices on everything. He went from installing 30 systems a year to be on track for 7. That's the problem we need to talk about. While you're waiting for things to get back to normal, the market is leaving you behind. Now, before you think I'm here to tell you to rip out all those combustion equipment and become a heat pump only shop overnight, hold on. That's not the play. The contractors winning right now understand something critical. Electrification isn't replacing business overnight, it's expanding it. Think about your average customer base. How many of them have central AC? How many have ductless systems? How many still use window units or have no cooling at all? Every single one of those customers is a potential electrification opportunity. Because a heat pump isn't just heating, right? It's heating and cooling in one system. So here's what the transition actually looks like. You've got 3 types of customers walking through this electrification shift. First, you've got your early adopters. These are the homeowners who read about heat pumps, did their research, and are calling specifically asking for quotes. They're educated, they know about rebates, and they're comparing you against like 4 other contractors. If you're not in that conversation, you're invisible to them. The second group is replacement buyers. Their furnace died, their boiler is leaking, and they need heat today. These customers don't care about electrification. They care about comfort and cost. But here's your opportunity. If you can't present heat pumps as an option alongside traditional replacement, you're leaving money on the table. And more importantly, you're not giving them the best solution. Because in most cases, a heat pump with supplemental heat is going to save them more money over the life of the system than another oil or propane unit. All right, third group, the retrofit market. These are homeowners who aren't calling you because nothing's broken. They're spending a fortune on energy bills, and they don't realize there's a better option. This is the biggest opportunity, and it's the one most contractors completely miss. All right, so how do you actually position yourself to capture all 3 of these customer types? This is where strategy matters more than technical knowledge. First move, you need to understand your local incentive landscape better than anyone else in your market. I'm talking utility rebates, state programs, if there's ever federal tax credits, manufacturer promotions, you know. When I teach ACCA Manual J load calc classes, I always get questions on incentive stacking because contractors who master this have a massive competitive advantage. You can literally present the same heat pump option as your competitor and show the customer a price that's $3,000 less because you know how to layer incentives they don't. In Massachusetts right now, you can combine mass save rebates with manufacturer promotions to reduce customer out-of-pocket by as much as 40 to 60%. That's the difference between a $25,000 job and a $12,000 job. See, it's the same equipment, same installation, but one contractor knows how to navigate the programs and the other doesn't. All right, second move, you have to get comfortable with hybrid systems. This is the bridge strategy that most contractors miss. Not every customer needs to go full electric on day one. A heat pump with an existing furnace or boiler as supplemental or backup is often the perfect entry point. Customer gets immediate energy savings, you get to install and service both systems, and they're not terrified about it being cold if the heat pump can't cover 100% of the load. I installed my first hybrid system back in 2006. 92% propane furnace and a split heat pump. The customer was skeptical about heat pumps at the time. I mean, who wasn't? He didn't want to remove his furnace, but he was spending $4,000 a year on propane. So we put in a 3-ton unitary style heat pump and the set to change over for like 30 degrees based on system performance. His first winter, propane consumption dropped by 70%. He became our best referral source because he told everyone about his energy savings. See, that's the kind of customer experience that builds your business in this transition. Third move, you need to separate installation quality from sales conversations. Here's what I mean. The contractors struggling right now are trying to compete on price for commodity installations. They're bidding against 10 other companies for the exact same system, and the only differentiator then is price. That's a race to the bottom. The contractors winning are selling system design. They're doing proper load calcs, they're explaining why equipment sizing matters, and they're showing customers what happens when you install a heat pump without addressing air sealing and insulation. See, they're not just installers, they're consultants. When I did a manual J load calc consultation for a customer, I'm not just sizing equipment. I'm identifying every opportunity to improve that home's performance. And most of the time, the customer has no idea their house has issues until I show them. That changes the entire conversation from how much for a heat pump to what's the right solution for my home. Now, here's what most people get wrong about this market transition. They think electrification means the death of combustion systems. It's not accurate. What's happening is market segmentation. Yes, new construction's going electric. Yes, certain customer segments are moving to all electric systems. But there's still going to be a massive market for combustion equipment for decades. The question is, are you going to be the contractor who can serve all segments, or are you going to be the specialist who only serves a shrinking market? I've trained hundreds of contractors in the last couple of years on heat pump sales and installs. The ones who are thriving aren't the ones who abandoned everything they knew. They're the ones who added heat pumps to their toolkit. They can still install a boiler, they can still service a furnace, but they can also design and install a heat pump system that actually works. And here's the business reality that should wake you up. Private equity is flooding into this space. Venture capital is backing a lot of heat pump only installation companies. These companies are sometimes running at a loss for 3 to 5 years just to capture market share. They're not overly worried about profit. They're worried about your territory. You can't compete with that on price. You can't compete with that on marketing budget, but you can compete on expertise, customer relationships, and service quality. The customers who work with these venture-backed companies and have problems, they're calling contractors like you to fix it, but only if you know how to work on heat pumps. So let me bring this home. Electrification isn't a trend you can wait out. It's a market shift that's accelerating. Every month you delay getting trained, getting certified, and getting active in this space is a month your competition is building relationships with customers you should be serving. The contractors I'm working with through programs like Mass Save, Energize Connecticut, or even the new New England Heat Pump Accelerator program are installing heat pumps profitably. They're combining them with their existing services. They're growing their businesses while other contractors are shrinking. This is about survival and growth. Choose which side you want to be on. To get a complete framework for implementing this in your business and evaluating every weak link in your current process, watch the 15-point HVAC system design audit that shows you exactly where money's fallen through the cracks. Thanks for joining me this week at HVAC Pro Blog, where we provide advice for residential system design, quality installation, and system diagnosis. I'll see you soon.